Greetings, everyone. We are finally getting going. Well, we've been getting going. We've been getting going for a while, but now we're finally drafting. We're almost to drafting. And this is the last day before we get the big update with Strixhaven for tomorrow. And by the way, I'm going to try to get this up on YouTube today, and hopefully some of you YouTubers will get this in time. And live audience, you definitely get it in time. When they do a big update like this, when it's a overhaul, new set, massive type update, they reset all of the quests and your weekly goals. So whereas I normally will let a couple of quests sit there and get to them the next day, you really want to, if you can, I mean, again, your time is king, so follow your time needs. But if you have the time and interest, the optimal economic approach to handling this upcoming change is to play out, get your 15 wins for the week and get your 3 quests all done, because tomorrow morning it'll all be refreshed again. So if you are up against that budget and are looking to squeeze every gem and every piece of fake gold you can out of this system, you're going to want to go ahead and max out all of the gold you can extract from your various accounts, especially your main account. If you're like me, you have a main account and some side accounts that you tend to as you can. But on my main account, I'm definitely going to clear it out today. This is a side account, by the way. On my main account, for economic purposes, I'm going to be doing that today. For economic purposes, if you want to acquire the best magical cards for your needs on the tabletop, I know where you can send you. That's my sponsor, CardKingdom.com. We were talking about Card Kingdom before I got on air today. Some of my viewers were talking about how they made a purchase with CardKingdom.com. It was a great one. It was no problem. Great customer service, everything, all that. Except then they remembered they forgot to use my affiliate link. Well, they reached out to Card Kingdom and said, hey, can I retroactively apply my purchase to the Going Optimal stream? I want to support it like you support it. And they were like, sure. So that's something you can do if you realize that I'm talking to you right now and you realize you've made a purchase at Card Kingdom in the last month or so, and maybe you didn't use my affiliate link. You could reach out to them and say, hey, I just forgot. I really wanted to support the Going Optimal stream. Can I do that now? And they'll probably help you out with that. And, they'll help you out with anything they can, especially all the pretty Magic cards, all the Strixhaven stuff. They are just looking to have inventory for you at all times. And as a result, they have the best buy prices in the industry. If you're looking to sell cardboard, try Card Kingdom. They're going to give you the best prices for the cardboard that has magical stuff on them. So keep that in mind. Thank you, Card Kingdom. Let's go ahead and buy in with gems today. Keep our gold building up in anticipation of using gold eventually on entries for arena opens. The WotC has announced that there's going to be another arena open sealed. It's going to be Strixhaven, and they said that the response to the first one was overwhelmingly positive. So we did it, gang. We piled on to that limited open and let WotC know loud and clear that if they are willing to offer us these opportunities, we are happily going to take them. So what we also noticed about the last time, though, was that gold was the most efficient way to enter. So I have been saving up my gold. I've not been spending my gold on my accounts, been using gems, and that's been allowing me to build up gold stores from the daily quests and whatnot, and being able to dump those into the open is going to feel like house money, baby. Oh, sorry, Phil. I appreciate that. Phil found that the shipping cost to buy booster boxes was a little much. I can imagine that. I don't know. I bet the prices on shipping cardboard is less than boosters, although I'm a little surprised. I thought if you got a certain price point, they would do free shipping, but maybe I don't know how that works with the booster boxes. Booster boxes are just bulky and could be a different story. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe that's one of the reasons we see box breaks emerging as an option, where you can basically buy the box but have them open it and just ship you what's inside. Then it's probably not $25. And you get somebody to do all the annoying pack opening for you. Next Arena Open is May 8th. Easy for me to remember. That's my daughter's birthday. Leave me alone, Claire. I don't care what day it is. I've got a tournament to win. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, happy birthday, kid. Leave me. Hold on. Yeah, I'll be right there. I know the candles are melting down. Just hold on. I've almost got them. Yeah, I just have to manage the rope, right? Sorry, Apple, hold on. Happy birthday to you. All right, hold on. Click, click, click. Happy birthday. Okay, click, click, click. All right. Yeah, she's going to be 20. I feel fine. I'm getting used to it. Just a number. I mean, I'm only 29, so... That quarter century mark. Gotcha. All right, we're drafting Cube. Always tough picks early on in Cube with lots of stuff to attract. What jumps out at me? Hornet Queen as top end for green ramp. This is... Sometimes there are games you're like, how do I lose this game? Well, I guess if they had Hornet Queen, I'd be in trouble. Massacre Worm is strong as well, although I've seen this wheel, like people really don't value it, so... yeah, we could take Massacre Worm and probably wheel the Obliterator. I doubt anybody's going to take the Obliterator. Is like one of those cards that you really have to be doing the thing, and almost nobody wants to be doing it. I mean, we could Cheese. I don't know if you're serious, Cheese, but if we were to force mono black, I would actually take the Rider here, and I wouldn't force. I would take the Rider as the generically good card, and try to wheel the Obliterator or the Massacre Worm. I like math. I was on Hornet Queen as well, but we could try, I don't think it's going to be the most necessarily successful thing, but I haven't really tried mono black. I could take the Rider and see, because I really do expect the Obliterator to wheel. Like if it doesn't, and we try to go down towards mono black and it doesn't wheel, I'm just going to be like, are you serious? So I'm with you. Those who want Hornet Queen into one of the green cards, that's fine. But I'm going to try the black path and see what happens here. Mind Stone might be a consideration for that, although it does not help you accelerate out the 4 mana card that we're hoping to wheel. Disfigure is decent removal if we want to try and force the issue. But yeah, Mind Stone is just generically good. Gutter Bones is fine too. I'm going to take the Mana Rock though. These are 2 mana accelerants are very good. Feed the Swarm would help towards the idea to be mono black. I say idea because I'm not forcing it, but I'm going to try. I'm leaning, but is this good enough? I mean, she's black. It's mono black, but it's really built around in a way that I'd rather just take a feed if we're gonna lean towards the black side of things. So I'm gonna take the feed. You want to take and lean into this discard? I think I'll take the generic, again, Murderous Rider, Feed the Swarm. These are like, if we abandon mono black, we can still absolutely use Murderous Rider, Feed the Swarm, and Mind Stone in some sort of control shell. And then I actually do like Veto. This is really a game ender. It's a built. If you have creatures and you're going wide enough, you can sometimes get to the point where you don't even need the Exquisite Blood. You simply activate. You spend 5 mana, attack with everything, and win target game. You know, so we'll take Veto on that strength alone and see what else comes of it. All right, black is dried up here, which is too bad. I was really hoping to continue to see mono black cards, assuming that there's color balance in place. It means that something mono black has been gacked from us. So if we were not mono black, where would we want to head with this deck? We could take something like the Canyon, and we could take a Beanstalk Giant. We have a Mind Stone, so green black. Start maybe Jund them out. You know, is a place. But right now I have it on Canyon. It's a dual land that's half of our color. We could end up red black. And so I'll take it, yeah. But Beanstalk is my second choice here. Summit, Stone Coil, Zealot. Mayhem Devil is a reward for this plan. We could take the Mayhem Devil if we just do red, black, steal, and sack. With all of these options, we probably wheel one of, like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards left in the pack that we wouldn't mind wheeling. Yeah, if this deck is open, we do want this piece of it. So I'll take the Devil and see. I'm also noticing, yeah, but mono black does not seem here. We'll see if in 2 picks if we've got that thing we were trying to wheel. But right now I'm thinking it's not looking likely. Whenever Planeswalker opponent is... Yeah. Toralf and the Hammer seem less interesting than Field or Banefire. It does trigger the Devil, but it's... I don't want to run it unless we get good fixing. But, yeah, Field is not great against everything, but I think I'm going to take a Banefire. Yeah, black is looking pretty not open, I agree. But we can take some red here. I think we are headed reasonably towards red-black. You can take Gilded Lotus and do some rampy side of things. But yeah, I mean, I thought we were pretty safe. Like, it almost seems like nobody ever wants to be in the mono black. You like Channeler? Kind of want the Pillar, but yeah, I see what you're saying, Hat. Like, this is doing something a little more unique than this, but you do want to slide in your cheap removal. So there you go. The Worm and the Obliterator are gone, but we do have a Cauldron to support the sack plan. You like the Steal? Yeah, we can Captivate. We got the Steal and the sack side. But maybe this isn't the sack we want, although this is not bad for sacrifice. Do we want Captivating Crew or the Steal side? I guess we'll take the Steal side. Well, these both came back. What a weird situation. If we're Steal and sack, though, we definitely want a Gutter Bones over a Disfigure. But I do want some interaction, too, so I'm not super thrilled passing all these cheap interactions. But we got a Rider and a Feed and a Banefire. We're not lacking interaction. And Bones is certainly on plan, so we'll take that. Can we use any of this stuff? Tapped creatures, not really. Not really on any of this. We'll take a Caravan in case. Really? You think we're a Throne deck? Maybe. Maybe. I guess we're probably closer to Throne than we are Caravan. I don't think we're playing either one, but I'll take that narrowly. Squeeze, not bad to sacrifice. You can do that indefinitely as long as you have the mana to recast. Niv Mizzet's fun, but not for us here. Hey, so this was the deck that had a bunch of stuff for us. I think we could take either of these. I'm going to take Lava Mancer. I know that we love to sack that that nice 1/1. It's a great sack target, but Lava Mancer is repeat interaction. I think we want that. So Priest is on plan. Blood for Bones is on plan. But are they so on plan that we can just wait and take something like Lantern or Sword as generically good cards and try to wheel the either red-black Bedevil? Like, I bet we wheel a lot of the good stuff here. I'm looking at Sword and Tegrid as the standout cards. But I like Tegrid. I like the Lantern even better. Lantern, you pay 4 and it gets going. Sword, you pay 5 and maybe it gets going. And we can actually play the Tegrid side, yeah, whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent. So we may get into the left side here, but let's take the Lantern and see where we go from there. Rankle has some sacrifice action going on. And it's just powerful. Dragonkin Berserker, also just powerful. We can look at, like, yeah, we can sack. We can. I don't want to use Lantern as a sack outlet. Hopefully we find better ones. But anyway, looking at this land is interesting. I mean, just getting spell lands. But I think I like Rankle enough here for Rankle. Phoenix of Ash. What's this? How about this Chandra? Yeah, I mean, this isn't really, like, on plan per se, but she's just powerful. We'll just take good Planeswalker. Just generically powerful there, yeah. Skewer, Splash of Showdown, Blood Artist likes sacrificing. Sometimes the Blood Artist just says you can't win. Like, oops, now you can't win, because we just have, you know, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Stitcher's Supplier. Harvest of Souls is interesting as well, but Blood Artist is right on plan. And then, yeah, Dragon Master also interesting, but I'm going to take the Blood Artist and stick to the plan. And we're going to try and wheel something that goes with our plan as well. Ooh, we could take this. Like, this is a thing where Tegris works, right? Not sacrifice this non-land permanent. But Pyromancer interesting too. Yeah, a lot of sack outlets, sack targets get created from the Pyromancer. Demonic Pact is interesting, but we might wheel it. I like the Pyro play. Blood Crypt leaps out at me, but then we see Embercleave. And how do you pass an Embercleave if you have red cards? Like, how do you do it? I don't think you do. Midnight Rider, good for us. A Reaper, sorry. There's some sacrifice triggers here. Gary, a little specific for us.
Chandra, you need more control. Psh, just let me burn.
I hear you, Chandra. How many times do I have that conversation with my parents? Yeah, Gary's going to go great in the deck of whoever took that Phyrexian Obliterator. But that wasn't us. I can't believe it. When does Phyrexian Obliterator not wheel? When we decide to try Mono Black. You gotta be kidding me. Oh well, our deck is coming together. I like what's going on here. Yeah, this is no joke. This is why, I mean, one of the reasons that dual lands are so highly prized in Cube is not just, you know, mana consistency per se. It's that cube cards tend to be heavier, have heavier color requirements, because one of the knobs that R&D has is to crank up the power on stuff that requires double mana. Because it's all right, this is harder to cast. This is a reward for being dedicated to black. We're going to make it really good. And then you make a cube where you put all your really good cards, and suddenly everything is double colored. And so we do want to ratchet up our mana sources, or we're going to definitely be punished by that. And wow, Sword of Body and Mind Wheels. This was one of the generically great cards we were considering taking to begin with, but Priest is a little too on point for us to not take, I think. Yeah, Bedevil and Sword are generically good, but I want to take Priest to try and actually make our thing work. Captain Lannery Storm produces treasures, which do produce sacrifice triggers. So I want the Spikefield Hazard, but Captain is good. Captain is actually on plan, maybe more than it can look. Predation, not the best land, but we'll consider running it. Supplier or Harvester. I think probably just Harvester, and we board it in when appropriate. I don't think we want to run it main as a 6-drop, but there are some opponents for whom that will be working really well. Demonic Pact versus Cruel Reality. I don't think we're a Cruel Reality. Oh, nice. Blood Crypt. Just talking about how important lands are to us when we get that one. And then this as well. Yeah, we can look at how many outs we end up having to the Pact. Probably just good removal here. Sweltering Suns is good against us. We don't really want to see that or play that, but maybe we wheel this Warrior land and can try that. Shocking. Ferocidon, just kind of generically good in decks trying to get them dead quick, but Shock maybe where we want to be here. Fury also not the worst. I mean, Fury is sack. Yeah, Ferocidon, Fury, and Shock. Maybe we can... yeah, I think Hat's right. We try to wheel this. And so then it becomes Ferocidon, Intervention, or Shock. And if we're doing Steel and Sack as part of our interaction suite, I'd rather get more creatures. Yeah, Shade does make some sense. I hadn't really talked about Shade, but... sorry, I was focused on the red, but I'm going to switch... Last second switch to Shade. Yeah, Shade totally works for us. We should do that. I like it. A lot of stuff to wheel there. Scrap Heap Scrounger is fine in our kind of deck. Mecha Godzilla. Lightning Strike, though. Act of Treason we should get on the wheel. That's the type of thing you try to wheel. Yeah, Math notes the Act of Treason, but really you get into Steel and Sack to be able to wheel this kind of stuff, not to prioritize it early. So, Scrounger or Strike? Yeah, we're definitely going to be making cuts, so... What do we think is the most important? Scrounger's on plan, but I keep saying that and I keep passing interaction. But I'll take another Scrounger. Yeah, Godzilla is pretty good. I don't deny it was on the short list, but I had to pick something. Direfleet Daredevil is good. Mazemind Tome is good, but Bone Crusher is really tough for me to pass. This card is secretly warping Standard, like maybe not so secretly, but I just feel like as a pair of effects, the Giant can seem so kind of whatever. It's like, okay, it's an expensive Shock and it's a 4/3, right? But it's like the built-in 2-for-1, it just is good. Yeah, it's absolutely good in every deck. You take the Giant and you're happy to get it. Now, Ruin Blaster is interesting. Obosh is not really main deckable for us and not really great here. Obosh is interesting, but not really for us. I like Firebrand or Ruin Blaster or Vraska. Yeah, Vraska has the magical term Planeswalker. I don't know. So does Reaper, right? Oh, no. Non-token creature. Yeah, I'm going to take Contempt so that we have Planeswalker interaction. Rocket's got opinions. What do you know? Heartless Act. Some reasonable interaction to pick up at this stage of the game. Vraska might be technically splashable, but we're going to stick to the 2-color here. All right. Which of the Moors ends up gain life this turn? Well, Witch of the Moors kind of does the thing. Dread Wanderer kind of does the thing. Doom Necromancer kind of does the thing. I don't know. The Necromancer is a little bit not the thing, though. That's probably Witch or Dread Wanderer. But life gain is not consistent. I'm going to take the Dread Wanderer and get consistent, cheap things to do our plan with. Laptop Reaver on that front. We could take Crippling Fear and try to aim for not us. But I'm in for the Reaver here. You want Citadel? Are we really doing this? I didn't think we were a Citadel deck. Maybe you disagree, but I'm going with the... Yeah, maybe in your deck math that was the right move, but the Fury did wheel. So did the Shock, but I think we have enough early stuff that I'm going to take the Fury here. Here's the Act we wanted to wheel. Insult to injury, damage. Let's just take the Invasion. This is actually a reasonable Invasion deck. Sacrifice that every turn can be good. Mythos is 3 mana instant speed destroy versus Firebrand, which does have sacrifice interactions. I'm going to take the destroy. It's a close one, though. I think you could make an argument for both of those. Yeah, Firebrand sacks, but we don't need to be that dedicated. Like, just because it does have the words that what we're doing on it doesn't mean that it's necessarily better. It's a argument in favor. It's certainly a plus for the sacrificer. But I like the generically powerful ability that the Mythos offers. Hey, Oil Can, how's it going? Maybe we'll produce a couple of treasures and actually spend green, white, black on this. Lucky we got that Blood Crypt. We did not find a ton of fixing here. But we have a lot of these lands. Yeah, let's move these lands over and decide on that. Hey, Thomas. Well, here's where we ended up. Did you cut us? Did you get into black? Hey, it's my buddy Jim. Dungeon Man. Play Dungeon Man's rating. That's Jim Shepard. How you doing, Jim? Good to see you. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we're not really a Mind Stone deck in the end. Yeah, what game are you working on right now? You also just straight up play Dungeon Man's, but what are you working on now? How many lands do we cut? Well, we got 1, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 19, 18. We're at least going to 18. And then, yeah, I think you're right that this is a, quote, 16 lander. But with all of these spell lands, I like 18, and then we expect to cast a couple of these as spells. Yeah. So if you treat a spell land as a half land, and then we're on our 16 here. And then we're looking to stay on point to the best of abilities. Maybe this isn't a Banefire deck, although, you know, sometimes you just close out a game with an X spell. It still happens. Probably maybe not doing veto. Although the thing with veto is it's a self-contained combo. You just give all your stuff lifelink and attack, and if they're low, you just kind of win. So I'm still inclined to run veto, but maybe not the doomed Necromancer. Tough cuts here. Probably want our cheap stuff. Gotta keep that. Yeah, we have some. Let's see. The ways to get rid of Demonic Pact are basically Tegrid, the Lantern. Do we have another one? Feed the Swarm and Lantern. Maybe that's not enough. Cut the Pact. Don't have quite enough reliable ways to get rid of it, and they're expensive to do. Like it's costly to do that. Can we get? Is veto or is squee? I guess we want all of our stuff. Maybe what we don't play is the Pyromancer. We didn't end up with a lot of ways to trigger that. Trek says yeah on that. Mythos might be the worst of our removal if we want Vraska's Contempt for the Planeswalker factor. Yeah, we could get rid of Channeler too. That whole thing just didn't kind of come together, right? Then it looks like we've got some stuff going on here. We've got to figure out about. I guess we like all of these, unless we don't want to do the veto thing. Oh, Mythos gets rid of Pact, but only with white and green. Yeah, no early access for Strixhaven. And I do like cutting the Mythos as kind of our clunkiest removal. Bring it in. I mean, this is clunkier, but yeah, Squee might be too cute as well. We need to find some cuts, and maybe we're not getting there. Or maybe we bring this in against slower decks. Like there are some decks that are going to have real trouble with Squee. And there's going to have some decks that they're thrilled to see us playing it. So I like cutting the Squee. Sure. Still some tough cuts here, though. Tell you what, I'm going to go refresh my beverage, take a quick break, and I'm going to... I want you to name your top cut. Like, what do you want to cut? Like, I just feel like you can't cut Embercleave from any deck that can cast it. But, like, probably something's got to give from this section, and a couple things have to give from the top section. So what's going to give here? What gives us the best chance to win? I'm going to leave that to you to think about, and I'm going to be right back and look for your cutting suggestions. Hey all, thanks for waiting. Sorry about that. Got sidetracked. All right, what do you think? I mean, we can cut modal dual face lands, but I'm just probably replacing it with a land. I mean, I don't want to go, like, we need to cut spells. I was thinking as I was wondering, do we actually have enough things that sacrifice? Like, do we Oracle text sack? Like, let's look at what actually sacrifices. This sacrifices. This makes tokens that sacrifice. This sacrifices only its own stuff. Rankle sacks on command, and Tegrid sacks, but we don't really want to target ourselves with this. We'd like to just target Oppo. So that was my thought as I was away. I was thinking, wait a sec, we wanted to be steal and sack, but do we even really have steal and sack? We really just have some sack outlets if they come to us, but beyond that, we're like red, black, low to the ground aggro. So I like cutting the act. I can't. It's sorted by, when I sort by creature, it puts it to the top. I mean, it was effectively sorted there. I was counting it. Captivating Crew is the steal. Yeah, maybe we can let go of the crew since we're not doing it as effectively as we want. And Banefire was a nod to, I mean, this is still removal, but yeah, we can cut that too. And maybe we even still cut Veto. Is Veto still in? Anyway, let's go. No, Veto's still in. So when I sort creatures to the top, it puts the warrior up there, but I was counting it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 is 17, warrior's 18. So we had the 18 land. I was counting that. We're close. I don't know if it's quite good, D. Have you seen the power level of Cube? Like, because remember, like, stealing and sacking, really it just says, yes, you get to choose. You get to choose instead of them choosing. But it's, I don't know, it's kind of win more in that way. It's like, okay, yeah, we can do that with the lantern, but I was happy with the lantern doing what it is, what it was anyway. But yeah, maybe we can get rid of the Reaver since we're not hardcore on the sack plan. And between those two, the invasion is better. So we're close now. One final cut. I think we want the cheap 1-drops just because we're becoming more of a low to the ground aggro anyway. And maybe we can just go to 17 lands and drop one of, like, maybe drop this Predation and bring it in. We're best of 3, so we'll bring in Predation when we think it's going to be good. It's hard to lean into sack. What do you mean, Dylan? Lean into sack. I showed you what our sack outlets are. How do you plan to lean into something we only have 2 outlets for? I mean, you can say lean into it, but you need the cards to lean into something. And I am never not playing Embercleave in a deck with creatures and red mana. I'm just never not. Again, that meme is not quite hooked up, but I'll see if I can find it for you. No.
And now for something completely...
All right, this is the meme requested. I have to do this style.
And now for something completely different.
Red, black, Aggro, the red-black is a really good place to be, I think. Red and black. Format's trying to make me red-black again. I've been having some success with red-black. We are red-black. Does red-black seem to be open all the time? I keep ending up in red-black. Do the Rakdos thing. All right. Hey, look, it looks like a deck to me. Miss the sack. As opposed to hit the sack. Get it? Because we kind of missed the sack. Get it? Get it? Let's play. Anybody want special lands? Let's go. I didn't actually do a count on these lands. 1, 2, 3, 4 for red. 1, 2, 3 for black. We're a little black than red, more black than red. So I think we want to go 7 swamp, 5 mountain. Oh wait, I thought that was going to be Mirage, but it looks. Oh, this is a side account, so I don't have Mirage here. I'm gonna have to give you your monies back. I'll choose the lands today. I'll try. There we go. Sure, let's try this. Oh my good. Look. All right, I'm going to move in and try to turn them off real quick. I don't like it when it doubles up. I don't mind giving you free memes. I don't like it when they overlap. But it is what it is.
Oh, Mr. Plow, that's my name.
Here, I'll give you one of them for free.
Mr. Plow!
Oh, Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow.
All right, we can keep this. Both of our lands to start enter tapped, but we do have Dread Wanderer on 2 with another tap land, so I'm going to keep this. Now we can choose Lavamancer or Dread Wanderer, and if we find a natural swamp or mountain, we can play both. Which I'd love to do because we have a bunch of other 2s in hand, and then on turn 3 we can play Rebirth as land and still have all these 2s. Yeah, I was on... Lavamancer doesn't have anything to do yet, and Dread Wanderer is a good blocker, so we'll do that. Rocking mics like Vandals is allowable with the proper channel points redemption.
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax the chump like a candle. Dance!
Probably gonna have to pick off this Preserver before it gets big here, which we can do with Bone Crusher Giant. I like that with a spell land. Yeah, I don't know. It's possible God's willing. I suppose we attack and see if they want to block. Because they do that, then it does scream God's willing. They are pausing, so that's worth noting. We're definitely playing this as land. And I wonder if we're supposed to wait on Bone Crusher or be willing to trade Crusher for God's Willing. The trouble with trading it for a trick is that we lose the giant side as well. We could also go for something like a Heartless Act and just 1-for-1 a piece of removal instead. We could do it on upkeep, but the trouble with upkeep, like right now, let's say they have what they have is a 1/1 flash creature. I don't know what it might be, but if we let them untap, they can flash it in and pump this up twice, you know. So if it's I don't know what there is in there maybe isn't really one mana flash white creatures, but you know what I'm saying. That's my worry there of letting them untap. Feed gets rid of tough to get rid of thing, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try Heartless Act on the Fox and save the feed. Feed does something very unique. I know that ideally we want to pay life costs on a small creature. Like that's the appeal of Feed. There, it only costs us 2. But if they played some killer enchantment, I would like to be able to answer it. Although now maybe we get rid of the God of the Tree here. That's why it was maybe pausing there. Not that you can do this at instant speed, but... So, all right. 2/5. We're just going to feed and Lavamance here. Even have the 2 cards we need now to fire this off and potentially kill 2 toughness. Oh, CBL is probably not even on. My computer restarted last night, so look at this. What's going on there? Man. Ponytail Problems by Ryan Spain. Start staying back? I don't know. I'm not worried. Are you worried about our life total? I mean, if they play something big, I'll be worried. But right now, we're ahead in terms of what we can do and where. I think we're fine. Let's see. Lavamancer needs red to activate, so we could go Bone Crusher and have Lavamancer up. We could do Chandra and just start get Chandra going. Yeah, we could do Chandra activate. That's fair. And get Chandra and it's a plus. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see if that works. And then we can stay back with the Wanderer if this doesn't. I don't like this open mana leaves me sus, but we'll make him have something and then decide what to do from there.
I'm the best fire starter there is. This is gonna hurt.
Again, I'm trying to avoid using the Bone Crusher Giant when there's mana open, so that if we get... So if we try Bone Crusher, or really if we try Stomp, and it gets stopped, we lose the Giant. So I'm really trying to wait for shields down before I go for the Bone Crusher. And make him use... Yes, exactly. This is what I'm talking about. That's fine. That trade is fine. And now we say no attacks to have Dread Wanderer back to defend Chandra. And that we traded Lavamancer for Pride of Conquerors is fine.
Windy skies, leaves underfoot.
Garrick Unleashed.
Dare you to stop this?
Well, is that for turn? Yeah, whatever. We're going to keep Chandra alive, and this is going to be fine.
You will be a pile of ashes.
Ember Cleave. Not being great here, but again, never not. Let's see. Up to 1 target creature. So we kill that thing, and then they can't even attack with it. We take Garrick down a little bit. We can get 6 mana here. And probably just want to add 6 mana and do stuff with that. Add the mana and do stuff with that.
Yup, you're going down.
And then now with tapped out, I like Bone Crusher on their only creature. And I like sending the Lavamancer at their Planeswalker.
Just go away.
And then I think we just play the Giant itself over anything else going on here. Yeah, we can drop Little Chandra next turn and start that pressure. But I like that sequence for the last turn.
Unfortunately for you, they're quite hungry.
So now I'm expecting what happens is we attack the Planeswalker with our Giant. They look to block it to try and trade. We Embercleave, and I show you why we never cut Embercleave in our red decks. Have to send the Lavamancer as well, unless we want to do, spoil it up front and Embercleave before we attack. Oh yeah, we can do, let's see, if we go red, yeah, that works. Then we don't have to send in the Lavamancer. I like that. So we'll go add red. Baby Chandra comes out. We make some Embercleave cheapeners, and now with Bone Crusher and 2 elementals, Embercleave is 3 mana, and we don't need to even offer the Grim Lavamancer, although honestly, they probably take it. But actually, they might just, at that point, let Garrick take it all, and I actually don't want him to. I want him to block the Giant here, so I'm going to give him a window to think, okay, I block the Giant, and I still get to keep my Planeswalker, right? And then we say, hey, have you heard of this card Embercleave? Let me tell you all about it. This card Embercleave. It's a super fair Magic card that can really only be piloted by highly skilled players who know exactly what they're doing. Very, very skill testing card here. If you're scared of it, I understand. If you're a little nervous about taking such a complicated card, you might want to get over it because it has its worth, you know? Let's see. I'm joking around here and not focusing on how I can actually win target game the most efficiently. We've got 10 points of damage here, 11, 12, 13. Can we quite get there? Maybe we can't. I guess with Devil, maybe we do. I'm going to play it now in case they do something. But Mayhem Trigger basically gets us there. Yeah, I could have done Veto. I could even do +1 here, but we can, I guess we could, I don't expect this doesn't look like a Wrath of God type deck, so I'm going to assume they're not playing Wrath. Oh yeah, we can just exile, sorry. I was thinking, I forgot the damage component. Good call.
Today's my lucky day.
Too many options on my Planeswalker, I forgot. Oppo's deck is doing some stuff. It's a little disjointed, a little clunky. Got powerful stuff because it's a cube deck, right? But it's like, what are you going? Looks like they're trying to go wide, but I'm not seeing a ton of great go wide here. Anyway, I did just want to control the board some more, but no, I really just missed that too. Missed the win. Do we bring in anything in here? We assume they're looking to go wide and make small things and do that so like something like Harvester of Souls Probably not the best. They're probably making a lot of tokens. Might just be a send it back sitch. Unless we think squee would be good. Yeah, I don't even know what I would weaken it for. I'm just going to run it back. Good old best of 3 where I run it back all the time. Planeswalkers used to be Gannett. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see somebody has explained that. Basically, the legendary rule generally just makes cards worse for people in a way that R&D has been trying to figure out how to, you know, that's why those rules changed. Like, just let people play cards more. Yeah, we got to mull this. This isn't doing anything. This is doing a little bit more. We'll keep it. And I think we can let go the... Actually, probably one of the basics. And then if we get flooded from here, we can actually cycle this. And if we don't, we play this. And we have a couple turns to slide that in. We're more black than red, so I'm going to do this. Yes, we did a careful examination of the complexities and bizarreness of trying to make that crazy card Embercleave actually work. So tough to make it actually work. I go ahead and crypt tapped. Because currently we're on track to cycle this instead of play it. That's a play. Love it. I'll run that right out. You should play it, wait as long as possible. As soon as you need a specific draw, or yeah, you should wait until you're about to cast something anyway. Heartless Act. Do we have an exile? No, destroy. This is exile. If we want to wait a turn, we can go ahead and exile the Old Growth Troll. I think that's going to be worth it. And what we can do here is play. Actually, I'm going to just play this as land now. And then we have Heartless Act up ahead of Vraska's Contempt next turn. Well, there's no guarantee that we contempt next turn unless we play the land, so I'm going to do that. Take one big smack from the Old Growth Troll, and hopefully they play something else that we happily Heartless Act before untapping. That's the dream, although it looks like it's a dead dream. Nothing to Heartless Act here. They are looking to go wide with tokens, though. Kind of a weird deck that Oppo is up to. But I like our plan here. I'm going to go ahead and send in... Yeah, maybe they could have cast a white creature but got messed up by auto tap. Not sure, but we're going to take advantage of that either way. Okay then. A little bit of a problem. This combo is going to start spitting out angels. We are going to do our best to make them sack it, though. Like, if they only make one angel a turn, we can actually start doing it with acolytes and priests. Could go Blood Artist to have potential max of mana. If they make one angel token, we can Heartless Act it on upkeep. But yeah, Chandra's Acolyte, getting that going when they don't have anything on board yet is fine. I think either one, like, basically we're just going to do that next turn. We go Blood Artist with Heartless Act next turn, and that's fine too. Oh yeah, we can make mana, Blood Priest mana, because we could actually just sack that now if we want. Like, we should think that through. So let's start actually just by attacking with them, right?
Go get 'em, buddies.
And then we sack him to make veto. Yeah. Any number of target players each lose 2 life. You submit 1. Got to make sure I know what I'm doing with Priest here. That's pretty powerful given they didn't even sack a creature, right? Although now we can go play Mountain and have Blood Artist Heartless Act. I like that instead. Let's play Blood Artist, play our Mountain, and then have Heartless Act. Cool, 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 cool. But here comes another one. Ready? Brace yourselves. Oh, that's good. This token... Oh, no. Token will be created, so it does make an angel. Do we care about the mentor, or do we care about the angels? I think we go... I don't think it matters. I think we get all 3 here. Yeah, mentor doesn't really do anything. Maybe we don't worry about that. Let's just let this happen. And we'll worry about the angels first, and then they'll end up sacking the mentor, and it'll all be fine here. I guess we'll get the bladed one. So, all sorts of things to do here, but I like, let's play the land. You say veto first, but let's see if can we get everything we want? Yeah, I guess even with we go veto, then we make elementals,
Go get 'em, buddies.
and we sack ahead of attacks here. And then we'll... It's a plan, everybody. I think we have a plan. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left. We can Murderous Rider the other angel and Dreadhorde and get in, or we can activate veto. Let's murder. Let's murder. Where's your tokens now? Oh, we don't have anything to attack with. Never mind. Yeah, this is the deck working according to plan. If we get our priest down and nobody kills it, we should be in good shape in this deck. But what we lack is a lot of sacrifice outlets. This is one of our only reliable sack outlets. This is why we took the pedal off the metal in terms of going full on steal and sack, just because we don't have the density of sacrifice effects to make the true pure steal and sack plan A. It's plan A-ish. I guess if we can get there, it's what we want to do, but really it's just not reliable enough, and the plan is just Value Town Black Red when it comes down to it. I think basically they're dead. Okay, now they're super dead. Like, here's what we had. Like, before we got this draw, I was just going to go make two 1/1s and then activate Veto, and then we have 4 lifelinkers that can attack and kill. But now we can just take out their creatures and go for the more traditional approach here. I don't know if this is traditional, but basically I'm just going to... well, maybe... I gotta make sure I'm winning this turn. Yeah, let's just do that.
Oh, they're so cute.
Overthinking. No attacks required here. Math gets complicated in these decks because it's a bunch of little pings that compound and look at each other and stuff, so it's easy to lose track of exactly how much damage you're dealing. Good news for us is a lot. The answer is a lot of damage. All right, good win to start. Closing in on some gem return. With one more match win, we get some gems back. If we can win out, we double up. All right, we're going to keep this. We're missing our like 1-drops and 2-drops, of which we have a bunch. So maybe we'll find 1-drops and 2-drops to play before turn 3. But this combo of spells we do have is pretty good. Lannery makes treasures. Treasures count as sacrificing, which trigger the Mayhem Devil. And Rankle does some sacrificing and is just generally good. So anyway, a solid keep despite the lack of early action. And Oppo really going to put us to the test on it. Come on, deck, give us action. All right. That's maybe not the best early action against aggro red, but we're still going to play it. I would like to hear somebody's pranks ranked. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are under pressure. Dun 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 dun. Or however many baseline dumbs are correct for Queen versus Vanilla Ice. All right. It's still all we've got. We're still going to do it. Man, Jim worked hard on that show to prank Dwight. Dwight should be honored at how much time and effort Jim put into him. You say we're so dead, but we're only dead if they can remove our upcoming creatures. If they don't have a ton of creatures, we could actually be fine here. But yeah, so on that front, I think we go Lannery here to get a treasure token, and then next turn we have Mayhem Devil. We have this blocking, and then we have Mayhem Devil with treasure tokens out next turn. Yeah, Mayhem Devil blocks well here, but if they're gonna kill something, I want it to be Lannery. Like, we go Lannery now, and yes, we gotta go low on life. We're taking some risks here, but my sequence is Lannery attack, get a treasure out. Next turn, Mayhem Devil immediately have treasure to like take out something here, right? There's a lot of 1 toughness, so I don't want Mayhem to Devil to die before we sack something. That's the bottom line. It does mean we got to attack here, though, to set up having the sack outlet next turn. But we do have a 1/1 behind that also threatens all this stuff now, too. Devil into Rankle also legit, right? But I think we'll go Devil into Rankle just 1 turn later so that we for sure get a treasure Devil interaction in case they have removal for the Devil. We got to presume they're going to kill the Devil. And, you know, I don't even know if I want the, like, are they going to kill the army token? And if so, is that good for us? I really want the army token to block here, but also if they use 1-for-1 removal on it, maybe it lets us get there. I mean, that is tough to see. What a curve out for Oppo. But let's see where they go with this. Okay, they're adding mana. Now they probably kill the 1/1. I don't think they'd add mana unless they were killing the 1/1, yeah. But they're tapped out. We can kill the courier and they don't get the value from it. And we might be okay here. Again, it's not perfect, but we might be okay here. Priest is a good thing to see as well. Dropping this and Mayhem Devil plus sack into Priest looks real good. I think we can't work. Well, yeah, maybe killing Chandra might have been correct because now they can use Chandra to get Devil, but we do have then stuff after that as well. Yeah, we can swing with Lannery at Chandra. Maybe I... Oops, well, I'm doing this first, apparently. That's done. What's done is done. I really want to get rid of the courier. I'm going to prioritize killing the courier here. Yeah, true. We can crack the treasure again.
Now you've done it.
And now she doesn't have minus to deal to kill Mayhem Devil, so that's good. Oh yeah, sorry, I screwed up. I still let's not compound it though, and let's take out the Usher. Although we can wait. Let's see, is there any reason to do it on their turn? Wow, I'm trying to... Okay, here's something for you to know. If you click on a treasure, clicking somewhere else doesn't cancel the treasure use. It just picks a random color for you, just so you know. Just so you know. All right. Should have gotten rid of Chandra, but not the worst that we got rid of Usher instead. So we mitigated a misplay.
This is gonna hurt.
Nice. Okay, so can we even take... Wow, I did not expect that. Of all the things to get smacked with here, this was very unexpected. But I think we have to actually... What does it matter? Like if we... I guess if we chump here, we save 2. But if we just take, we can actually get this big enough to trade. Although these are just till end of turn anyway, right? So I guess we should prevent some extra damage. Rough. Although, also, we use Priest. Yeah, that's fine. I think we do that. Well, we still, I get it, but we still eat, I mean, eat chump, it's all going to be similar here. Ooh, Blood Chief's Thirst. We can just destroy the Planeswalker. We could rankle here, a lot of options, really. But we're at 4 life with a Dreadhorde invasion, so our options are a little slimmer than that. We got to gain some life here. We can... Yeah, I think Chandra needs to die, but the question is... yeah, that... do we? No. Each player loses too. We don't gain life. Yeah, I think Rankle kill Chandra, and then Blood Chief a... we can Rankle and do multiple things anyway. Yeah, sack invasion doesn't work. It's sack creature, right? Not... We send this, and now I think we need to keep Lannery back. No, actually, maybe we don't. We don't need to keep Lannery back. But we keep the others back.
I am out of here.
And now, Blood Chief a token? Ugh. One does what one must. I think we're mostly dead, but we have outs, so I'm going to give you a mostly.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
All right, so now we can priest to make them sack stuff, but they have good sacks with these tokens, so maybe we need to rankle plus priest first. I think we just go to our turn, though. Dread Wander is interesting. It gives us a better sack for the priest, and we can dig for answers. So let's play this Dread Wanderer and actually activate the priest, looking for the draw is really what we want here. Yeah, we can Tegger the invasion. That's a good point. That's a desperation thing we can do if we have to here. And with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we can Lantern with 3 left over. Yeah, so let's play the Rider as a creature, and then we have Lantern mana left over. I think we still want... I think we still want to do the Lantern, though, right? And we can decide whether to... We can even do it on Invasion after. And do we need to send Rankle? Send Rankle. And what are we doing? I guess we can send play Lantern, and then we can send Rankle and do the discard. Whenever you sacrifice a treasure, okay. Well, we can send in Rankle and Captain. If we send in, we have the lifelinker back, but they've got... I think we leave it. We leave Captain because we can treasure and block Giant and trade. And we're just going to discard. We don't actually want the sacrifice. We want all of our creatures. Oh, right. I didn't make treasure because I didn't attack. That's all right. We still got to do this. And I'm going to end the turn. This is not a sorcery speed, so we can... well, we're not necessarily chumping. Well, that doesn't help. That does not help. But that was a top deck we didn't see coming. Come on. I mean, come on. Yeah, we got Luris out of their hand, but they found quite the top deck. So, yeah. Probably means they got it, but not quite. Right? No, I guess that we're just dead. We are literally just dead, unless they screw this up. Let's make them see if they screw this up. Nah, they took it. Okay. Well, we got a nasty top deck, finished us off. Maybe there were some better lines there that could have found a win, but I didn't find them. So, Boros aggro. Probably need to bring in cheaper stuff. I don't know if we need Vraska's Contempt, although we did have a Planeswalker that caused us some amount of trouble there. Yeah, I think you're right on bringing in smaller... Oh, wait, no, not Necromancer. That's not what I was looking for. Where did it go? Where's the... Yeah, this one. Reaver in. Maybe Shade out. This can't block. And we need to do some block in. Same with this, like the Scrounger. I could play Pyromancer. A lot of 1 toughness. So Pyromancer, while it doesn't have a ton of instants and sorceries, just 6. Even if it produces 1 or 2, that could be good. And it just blocks as a 2/1. Yeah, we can get the Dreadhorde Invasion out, not the blocker we're looking for. That means I just want Pyromancer in as a 2/1 for 2, if nothing else. And then if we can get some value out of it, fine. And Squee does block indefinitely. Yeah, let's go with Squee. I think that's all we want to do here, though. All right. We're going to keep on the strength of the Bone Crusher and the Midnight Reaper. We got a couple spell lands we're going to try to use as spells here. And play Crypt on ETB tapped. Although we could go with the Rebirth. But we have 3 lands, so I'm going to try and use our spell lands as spells. Yeah, Soul Scar, we're just going to pick off right now. Berserker. Well, that would have been another good one to pick off, but you can't pick them all off. Devil blocks it and lives. Reaper does not. I'm going to try Devil, see if it lives. If they send in, do you like blocking here? Well, there you go. They're going to send in because we can't block here. So now I like dies. That actually doesn't help all that much. But we could Reaper, block, and bring it back. But I think we just play the Bone Crusher Giant, and I'll play a Swamp so that we rebirth that if we want. I mean, I would pay to rebirth the Giant, so I'm going to do that. Tough. Now, though, I think we actually need to Fury the Giant at the Berserker, or we're just going to lose to Dragons. Yeah, it'll hurt, but I mean, what are we going to do? Lose to Dragons? I don't like losing to Dragons. Do we risk the attack first? Rob, I get it, but do you want... I mean, what's your plan, man? Let them attack and make a dragon? What's your plan? They get a 2/2, we take damage. There's a bunch of stuff that makes this tough on us, but my plan is to not lose to dragons in my face. So, slow, the Slough, right? Canyon Slough as a land, and then Fury with Rebirth up. Although, what is Rebirth? I guess it's just Fury and Wanderer. I think we go ahead and send an attack because we're going to chuck it anyway. See what they want to do. Really sad situation, but got to do what one must do. No, upkeep, I'm not letting him have mana, Rob. Yeah, I guess I could have returned it. That's a good point. That would have been a better play. Yeah, Giant hurts us if we target it, but it still probably would have been correct. Now I think we need to make a 4/5 and hope it's big enough. I think we're just losing this one. Bad matchup for us. I have not played this match well, but I played a poor match against a bad matchup, so bad combination. I mean, we really don't have anything but like this, and I guess we even let him have the courier. I don't know. I want to block and kill the courier, but we just don't have the time for that. Just looks like we're going to lose is the bottom line. Try to get 1,000 gems back in the third match. Yeah, I don't know if more optimal play would have bailed us out of this one. I strive for it regardless, but I don't know what better plays would do against this craziness. And we can't even gain life now, like we need removal for the Ferocidon. Alright. I don't think we were ever beating that deck. It was just too well positioned against us. Ever is a strong word, but you know what I mean. We were a significant dog in that matchup, would be the proper way to put it. Ugh, come on. Magic mana. Put a swamp in this hand and we're fine. And as it is, I don't think we can keep. Oh, come on. And do it like this. Lannery unlocks a lot on any land, but that's like turn 3, and then what it unlocks is a bunch of 1-drops and 2-drops that we sure as hell wish we had played before turn 3. So I said no. Yeah, Devil and Deshandra 3 with no removal would be GG. If we're allowed to script the future, I'll take it. Not Chandra 3. Celebrant versus Blood Artist. Blood Artist is another spec card I picked up a bunch of that's paid off. There was a time that this was a cheap card. And art is dead. The rebirth of Slick, like my gangster stroll. I guess we just Chandra kill this thing, and then there's no pressure on our Chandra.
It's my turn. Oh, that's nasty.
Start to do the +1 exile effect. We've only used that like once this tournament event. Mayhem Devil, interesting. Let's see, if we plus Chandra for mana, we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, we could have 6 mana, but that's not really enough to do anything. I like plus on the exile, we hope we find a land to play, because I really want to contempt the protector here. So let's see if we find a land.
Yup, you're going down.
We're going to decline that. Oh, land is not castable. Well, whatever. The point is I'm plussing. I'm plussing because I really want to contempt this protector. And now the question is, do we keep the rebirth? I think so, because then we can play Mayhem Devil and have rebirth up. Sorry, I should do my reading meme, but one of the... Is it play or cast? That's one of the reading questions we do now. Is it all players or one? You know, is it permanence or land? You know, is it play or is it? Anyway. All right. So now we've got a marshal we would like dead, and we can actually do the. Well, we can't. If we go plus on mana, we get 6 mana. We can go 3, and then that's not right. So. We exiled Vito, yeah. I'm going to say... Hey, Jim. I'm going to say that we do the exile thing here, and then Blood Chief's Thirst if we don't find anything we want to do off of the Chandra. Play and trade and use Rebirth. Yeah, I suppose we could just if they have removal, it comes back tapped, and then we lose Chandra. I'm trying to make the play that for sure keeps Chandra, so that's what I'm going to do. That's why I'm doing it this way.
Oh, today's my lucky day.
And again, holding the Rebirth for Devil Rebirth stuff next turn. Then we'll set up Devil and Rebirth a turn later with Chandra up a point of loyalty and just one more devastating card from Oppo off the battlefield. The sub-game of Planeswalker Protection. It is inherently what Magic has become when Planeswalkers are about. It tends to be the swingy game of can I keep this alive or not? And now we've got, if we plus for mana, we can do Mayhem Devil and Priest and hold the Birth, the Rebirth. I think I like that. Gotta tap carefully here, though. Make sure to spend red whenever we can.
Yep, you're going down.
In fact, I'm going to go full control. I don't know how it's going to handle this, but I'm going to make it so that I for sure get the way I want it. And it looks like it's got it figured out for this part. Poison the cup on the priest. It's destroy, not exile. So sure, we'll save it. They really want that priest dead. Well, they got it. But it's okay. That was a lot of resources they had to spend on that. And Chandra's about to get pretty good for us if they cannot do any more to contain it, because then we just start getting extra cards for the most part. Wait, what? Why didn't we investigate? Oh, there it is. Sorry. I just didn't see it created. Thank you. Sneaky clues. Sneaky clues. I didn't see it appear. Yeah, get a clue. I did. The answer, the response is, you got a clue, Ryan. Now use it. So let's dig.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
All right, Chandra. That's all right. Better than nothing, I guess. But let's clue now. All right, not bad. And we have Heartless Act. Oh yeah, I can move if that'll help with Chandra. I'll hang out up here for right now so you can see the loyalty. Clue. I loved the clue mechanic in general. I thought this was the clue mechanic was just great for that set.
My faith will not
not be eroded by the sands of
That's a defender, so we can't really get attacked.
Now is
I could have Heartless acted it in response, but this defender can't attack Chandra, so I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna let it be big. And we'll use Rider on the Planeswalker. Do we have Artifact Destruction main deck? This bag is going to be problematic long game, but we have advantage long game too. So the bag is generating them some value, but Chandra's generating us a lot more value. Yeah, we could plus. Let's see what we draw, then we'll figure out our plan. Dreadhorde Invasion does make me want to make mana off the Chandra, because then we can Rider and Dreadhorde. So let's do that.
This'll be easy.
must find a new strategy.
All right. Couple of good things in play. Black-white can handle any permanents, though, so there's no guarantee that we keep anything we've got on board against black-white. You play against, like, blue-black, you can feel you're pretty good about your enchantments or whatever, but black-white has all the bases covered. Vanguard, pretty good against us, although we can put this endless horde of invasion chumps in the way. Yeah, we're close to -7 on Chandra. Yeah, land now not bad for us either. Let's plus looking for more action.
Oh, today's my lucky day.
We'll play that. Free cards for our team. And now we could hold Heartless Act up, but it's not very good against Vanguard. I'm just going to play the Murderous Rider. And we sure hope that the zombie army sticks around to deal with the Vanguard. Yeah, Gutterbone's also good long-term against Vanguard. Bastion. Proliferate could get a big wall going, but nothing else really proliferating. They could crack the bag, get some stuff here. Platy seems scary, but we have the tools to kill a Platinum Angel. I'm not too worried about that. We have this. Whenever another non-token creature dies, you may draw a card. That's pretty good against us, but we Heartless Act that and are happy about that. Heartless Act against a Harvester of Souls seems fair. I think the Harvester of Souls seems pretty heartless. So we can get an emblem and start throwing around fire, including with this Heartless Act. I think we wait a turn, though. They're top decking. None of these, like if they Giant Killer or Platinum Angel or Throne with the bag, none of that solves their problem. I'm going to stick around one more turn and risk it. I think we can do that. Rob says just get the emblem. I'm saying the situation of this board state and their empty hand and the known quantity of bag of holding says that we can do it. We can take this risk. Yeah, I could play land first in case we want to cast it and need 6. Do we even have a 6? You're right, D. I should have, but I don't think we have. I guess a Kroom Warrior or Embercleave could be the punishment here, but we can cast everything else.
Yup, you're going down.
And maybe I should have used Heartless Act on the Harvester first, because if we had found removal, we wouldn't want to use the... Well, I guess we used the removal on the Harvester, but that was a thing to consider as well. So Harvester down. Drop the Mountain, and then we get an emblem, and we still get to use Chandra. Like, that is just so much more powerful. You could call it greedy, but it's just the context of this situation. This card, this one card, has to be something that specifically gets Chandra this turn. So it was going to be tough for them either way. And specifically, none of these cards did the trick, right? Cool sound, though. Bro, that was weird. That's the thing. I don't think it is, though. We have lots of removal in our deck for a 4 toughness creature, including on our current Planeswalker. Now we got to understand, if we do this, we don't have any defense for her next turn, but we just get that emblem forever. We know that this Angel could come down. They could tap one of our blockers, but we still have multiple other blockers for the Vanguard, so we're still going to do it. Really wanted to find action instead of a land there, but I like our spot. We just need to survive now and chuck stuff at face. Well, let's chuck stuff at Platy. We basically need we need a spell somewhere in the top 2 so that we can trigger Chandra and kill the Angel here, or else Angel could get Chandra and then we might be in a little more trouble. But here I don't know what's going on other than us doing this. Sus attack, but they got 1 card and no mana, so I mean, I don't know what we do besides this. I mean, they're just trying to make this for this? Have this tapped? I don't know. I don't think we take 3, though, with this about to be big. Yeah, we could take Vanguard, but we get Gutterbones back, so I don't know. I don't feel the need to protect a Gutterbones. All right, there's a shade that at least gets us a dead Angel, but let's start with a plus on Chandra. Oh, do we have lethal? What's the... Let me make sure I don't miss lethal. We go... oh yeah, 5, kill that. We can go 5 and then 5 attack for 5. But what's your lethal Radiant? And we got to kill Platinum Angel or we can't win. So we, if we find a spell here, then yeah, because we spell to kill Platinum, then spell to go face. But we need 2 spells, right? I mean, they even have this wall, so I don't see how we get there this turn. But that helps. That doesn't hurt. And then where do we want this? We can put it on the lifelinker. Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry. Kill Angel. Yeah, don't worry. They would have warned me, too, if I had tried to target my own stuff. The game would have saved me there. And now, oh, chill. Oh my god, Rob. Go look at the corner. FFS. Clippy would have saved me. Alright, so now trampling with the shade. Although we don't have... Alright, I'm going to go... I'm actually going to throw it here. Or else they have an easy block. This doesn't get us as much life, but I like the bigger creature. And is this... Oh, power 6 or greater. We're close to actually getting a lifelink right away. Maybe I leave Ryder back. Or maybe I leave this back and send Ryder. Let's do that. What am I doing besides screwing up? I guess I can't really attack. I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm overthinking it with the emblem we've got, is the bottom line. Oppo agrees. I mean, they could have lived there is the thing. I don't know why they didn't bother living, but I'll take it. So, black, white, kind of long game control, just kind of black, white control. You can let Rob out of the corner, but Demonic Pact, you think? What does that get us? Welcome back, Rob. You jerk. I feel like I should make changes, but I'm not 100%. I guess we want, like... This is probably good against them, actually. Bringing this over a swamp, I think. I'm ready to bring in that land. And then... Probably just need to bring in, like, if they're going to run things like that Angel and things like this Harvester, I want more pinpoint removal. So I like that as well. You do Banefire on that front, but... You deserve the full length of all of your timeouts, D. And I think we cut... What do we cut? I'm not gonna run the Angel. I think I'm gonna ditch the Scrounger as I do want to be able to block here. Yeah, I was way overthinking when we had a Chandra emblem out. Appa was like, thank you, just kill me. I was like, well, you can... I mean, they're playing black-white control. They could easily have survived there, untap Wrath or planar cleansing, you know, just get rid of everything, and suddenly we're like, oh, now we're losing this game. What do you know? I have been haven't been listening to much new music, D. I've been I listen to kind of the way I casually listen to music now is to put my big playlist on Radio Shuffle. I use Napster more than Spotify. I have both, but basically I put my big Napster playlists on Radio Shuffle, which is to say it's about 60% songs from my playlist and 40% from their algorithm. Napster is simply a name that real networks purchased to slap on over their product called Rhapsody. Have you heard of Rhapsody? If I said Rhapsody, you know, the streaming music service, would you? Yeah. So Rhapsody was rebranded. Looks like Oppo has just quit the whole deal. I'm gonna mulligan with an Oppo who looks like they've quit. And we're gonna be greedy, and maybe I shouldn't be greedy. Maybe with contempt, I should just get rid of the contempt here. Although they showed Planeswalker, so I'm gonna get rid of Mythos. Could have gotten rid of Dread Wanderer too. That would have been fair. But yeah, Rhapsody is the OG streaming music service. That's why I'm kind of still ball and chained to it. I have 21 years now, because I signed up for Rhapsody in 2000. I don't think people understand that streaming music was available in the year 2000 if you knew what the heck Rhapsody was. Rhapsody's big mistake is that they never, ever, and as far as I know, still don't. They have never offered a way to try the service without offering up a credit card. You have to give them a credit card, and then they're like 2 weeks for free, and then we start charging you. Like nobody, I could not get anybody. I was begging people. Streaming music is so great. Their library is huge. It's totally worth it. You got to do it. But it's like, I don't want to do the trial. I don't want to give them my credit card. Then Spotify comes along. When did Spotify launch? Like, Rhapsody had so much time to dominate the industry. They had so much time to dominate the industry, and instead they piddled around. They piddled around and waited and waited and waited and just let Spotify come along and eat their lunch. And Spotify said, oh, hey. Spotify was like, hey, what if we gave a free version that people could try out our service and only hear some commercials every now and again, and then a buy option for when they get tired of commercials. Mwah. And they added social media. I mean, Spotify just said, hey, look at all the things Rhapsody is doing terribly. Look at all the things Rhapsody is not doing at all for their customers. Let's do all of that and kill them. And they basically did. And then it's just like people from like me who can't quite get rid of Rhapsody because, or now Napster, because of a near lifetime of buildup of playlists and UI experience, etc. All right. Well, we did get some. That was a very anticlimactic finish there. Sorry that our opponent was uninterested in playing out that match. But I will claim this prize. We will get. Oh, I was thinking it was 1,000 gems or whatever, because that's what regular traditionals. But we're not in. We're not in a normal traditional. We're in a. We're in this cube, and it's so 4,000 got us our money back, right? We got some random cards here. Ooh, we even got a mythic. All right. Mythic. And that was the cost of entry, right? I'm just curious if that was pure. Yeah, so we got our entry back, which is kind of what people have always been asking for from 2-1 in traditional. So there you go. Of course, the cost is that going 3 wins is barely much more. Yeah, and how did that work out for him, Skeevy? They were too focused on making real player better. And now that industry leader is dominating the market, right? Strictly Cheese says, so when do we get the new MTG? Well, people have been trying to make the new MTG for a while. Is it Flesh and Blood? Did anybody play Flesh and Blood? Did anybody know anything about that game? Other than the fact that there are cards in it that somehow are going for $1 million with the game being 3 minutes old? It's a 3-minute-old game with $1 million cards. I did the math. Those are accurate numbers. Don't question me on them. Like, who is buying these cards and why? Is it good? Is it a good game? Like, surely somebody in my audience must be a Flesh and Blood player if the dang game can sell cards for $1 million. They sometimes, yeah, Rudy loves it. I mean, he's been pretty smart about his investment, so maybe he sees it having legs, but I didn't know that. I mean, Luis worked on Eternal. I didn't know he worked on Flesh and Blood. I don't think I said goodbye to my YouTube friends yet. I'm sitting here babbling about all this other stuff without saying thank you for hanging out. We got our gems back, or our gold back, entry fee back. Had some fun. I'm in. That was cool. Thank you for the event, Wizards, and thank you all for hanging out for the 2-1. Hope you had a good time. Sorry that we only got one game last match.